Breaking news, Cowboys fans. In a shocking turn of events, Dallas has just landed one of the NFL's top wide receivers. The Cowboys have traded for Denver Broncos star Courtland Sutton, sending shockwaves through the league. Is this the move that finally brings the Lombardi Trophy back to Big D? Stick around as we break down this game-changing trade and what it means for America's team. Hey Cowboys Nation! Welcome back to the channel. Today we are bringing you the latest and most explosive Dallas Cowboys news. Buckle up, because we've got a bombshell to drop today that's going to shake up the NFL landscape. In a move that nobody saw coming, the Dallas Cowboys have just pulled off a blockbuster trade, acquiring star wide receiver Courtland Sutton from the Denver Broncos. That's right, folks, Courtland Sutton is heading to Big D, and we're here to break down every angle of this earth-shattering deal. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on the hottest Cowboys news. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this trade that has the entire NFL world buzzing. According to sources close to both teams, the Dallas Cowboys have agreed to send their 2025 first-round draft pick and a 2024 third-round selection to the Denver Broncos in exchange for Courtland Sutton. This deal comes completely out of left field, as there had been little to no speculation about Sutton potentially being on the move. So, who exactly is Courtland Sutton, and why should Cowboys fans be excited? Let's break it down. Sutton, standing at an imposing 6'8" and weighing 216 pounds, was drafted by the Broncos in the second round of the 2018 NFL Draft. Since then, he's established himself as one of the most reliable and physically imposing wide receivers in the league. In his 5 seasons with Denver, Sutton has racked up impressive stats, including 262 receptions, 3,846 receiving yards, 20 touchdowns, a Pro Bowl selection in 2019. But it's not just the numbers that make Sutton such an intriguing addition to the Cowboys' offense. His size, strength, and ability to win contested catches make him a nightmare for opposing defensive backs. Sutton excels at high-pointing the ball and using his body to shield defenders, giving him a significant advantage in red zone situations. Now, let's talk about what this means for the Dallas Cowboys and their Super Bowl aspirations. First and foremost, this move signals that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office are going all in on winning now. By trading away future draft capital, they're making it clear that they believe Sutton could be the missing piece to push them over the edge and into serious championship contention. The addition of Sutton creates a potentially lethal receiving core for quarterback Dak Prescott. Imagine a lineup featuring CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and now Courtland Sutton. That's a trio that will give defensive coordinators nightmares and open up endless possibilities for offensive coordinator Mike McCarthy. Speaking of McCarthy, this trade could be seen as a vote of confidence in his ability to maximize the team's offensive potential. With Sutton in the mix, McCarthy now has another versatile weapon at his disposal, allowing him to create mismatches and exploit weaknesses in opposing defenses. But what does this mean for the rest of the Cowboys' receiving core? Let's break it down. CeeDee Lamb has already established himself as one of the league's top young receivers. The addition of Sutton should only help Lamb, as defenses will now have to account for another serious threat, potentially leading to more one-on-one matchups for the dynamic Lamb. Brandon Cook's speed and deep threat ability complement Sutton's physicality perfectly. This duo could stretch defenses vertically and horizontally, creating space for each other and the rest of the offense. Michael Gallup, this is where things get interesting. Gallup's role in the offense could potentially diminish with Sutton's arrival. However, it also creates healthy competition and gives the Cowboys incredible depth at the position. Jaylen Tolbert, the young receiver's development, becomes even more crucial now, as he'll need to fight for playing time in an increasingly crowded receiver room. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the cost of this trade. Giving up a future first-round pick is always a significant move, and it shows just how much the Cowboys value Sutton's potential impact. This isn't just a rental either. Sutton is under contract through the 2025 season, giving Dallas at least 2 full years to maximize his talents. The question on everyone's mind is, can the Cowboys afford this move under the salary cap? Well, according to our sources, the team is planning to restructure Sutton's contract to spread out his cap hit over the next few years. This clever maneuvering should allow them to keep their core intact while adding a game-changing talent like Sutton. But what does this trade mean for the Denver Broncos? Clearly, new head coach Sean Payton is looking to reshape the roster in his image. By moving on from Sutton, the Broncos acquire valuable draft capital to continue their rebuild. It's a bitter pill for Broncos fans to swallow, but it could pay dividends down the line if they hit on those draft picks. Now let's talk about how Sutton's skill set fits into the Cowboys' offensive scheme. One area where Dallas has struggled in recent years is red zone efficiency. Sutton's size and catch radius make him an immediate upgrade in this department. Expect to see plenty of fade routes and jump balls thrown his way when the Cowboys are knocking on the door of the end zone. Additionally, Sutton's ability to make tough catches over the middle of the field should open up new dimensions in the Cowboys' passing game. His presence will force safeties to respect the threat of deep passes, which in turn could create more running lanes for Tony Pollard and the ground game. Speaking of Pollard, this trade could have a significant impact on the running back's production as well. With defenses now having to account for yet another receiving threat, we might see fewer stacked boxes, giving Pollard more room to operate. But it's not just the offense that benefits from this trade. The Cowboys' defense, which has been steadily improving over the past few seasons, now has even more margin for error. Knowing that the offense has the firepower to put up points in bunches could allow defensive coordinator Dan Quinn to be more aggressive in his play calling. Of course, with any major trade comes a period of adjustment. It will be crucial for Sutton to quickly build chemistry with Dak Prescott and learn the intricacies of the Cowboys' offense. But given Sutton's track record of success with multiple quarterbacks in Denver, there's reason to be optimistic about a smooth transition. Looking ahead to the upcoming season, this trade immediately vaults the Cowboys into the conversation as one of the top contenders in the NFC. With the Philadelphia Eagles looking to defend their conference title and other teams like the San Francisco 49ers and Green Bay Packers reloading, the addition of Sutton could be the edge that Dallas needs to separate themselves from the pack. But what does this mean for the Cowboys' long-term future? By trading away a first-round pick, they're clearly prioritizing the present over the future. This puts added pressure on the team to capitalize on their current window of opportunity. With stars like Micah Parsons and Trevon Diggs still on rookie contracts, the time to win is now. Cowboys Nation. This is the kind of move that can define a franchise for years to come. Courtland Sutton in a Dallas Cowboys uniform is a sight that should strike fear into the hearts of defensive backs across the league. What do you think about this trade? Are you excited to see Sutton in the star, or do you think the Cowboys gave up too much? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, for all the latest Cowboys news and analysis, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. How about them Cowboys?